Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Terraria Calamity Let's Play episode. We are playing the Calamity mod on Death Mode as a rogue class. Last episode we defeated the Plaguebringer Goliath as well as the Ravager and got some pretty awesome new equipment. So today what I want to do to start things off is farm up the Ravager because I've heard he actually drops a really powerful rogue weapon, so I definitely want to get that, and it's a 5% drop rate, so we should be able to get it pretty easily. Before we start up this fight, I do want to try charging the System Bane. And one thing I do want to mention as well is that all of our items have changed, all of these consumables, because I've updated to the most recent version of Calamity, and you can no longer reroll consumable items or items that stack. So System Bane is no longer a flawless, and we lost our flawless fantasy talisman, unfortunately. So I'm curious with the System Bane, if we stack it after charging it, if it will split the charge between the items, or if they'll not be able to stack anymore. Oh man. So it just deleted the charge. And between episodes, I also did a lot of quick gold farming in the desert, fighting the Desert Scourge and everything. We've got a little bit of extra gold to spend on treasure bags if we have trouble getting this boss to drop what we need. So let's go ahead and start fighting the Ravager and hope for the best. Well, we just got adrenaline, and we've almost got rage as well. And there we go, we got a treasure bag. And we've got some more materials. We also have this weapon again, which is pretty sweet. But we don't have the stuff we're looking for. I'm actually thinking maybe we'll go ahead and just buy some treasure bags right now and hope for the best. And it's 4 platinum. So it looks like we can do 7. And let's see what we can get. Okay, well, we can start selling back a bunch of this stuff, and that will make us some good money. And we can keep on doing this. So after spending all of our platinum on treasure bags, we've gotten about half of it back. So that's actually pretty good. So that means we can buy 3 now and keep on trying this. And we could buy 1 more and nothing still. Although we have gotten a ton of materials from this. With how long it takes to defeat the Ravager, I may just go ahead and buy a bunch of desert medallions instead, and then we can just quickly kill the Desert Scourge a bunch of times with Armageddon. So we'll go ahead and turn on the Armageddon, and for those who haven't seen, this is one of the easiest ways to get gold in the Calamity mod. All you need to do is not get hit by the boss, and it will drop 6 treasure bags, and it's so good because then you can quickly sell everything and make money so fast. And it's defeated again. Perfect. So it looks like we can just throw down System Banes and pretty much get these farmed up. Using our syringe seems to be even faster than the System Bane. Like, we're going through this so quickly. This is definitely better than trying to fight the Ravager so slowly. And just like that, we've got 60 treasure bags. That did not take long at all. And we can so quickly sell all of this. I've got it all auto-trashing, and I've switched my auto-trash to sell, so it auto-sells it. And just from killing those 10 bosses in just a minute or so, we got 17 platinum. So that means we can buy a bunch more treasure bags. So here we go, we just got it. Oh my gosh. And we might as well just open up the rest of these. And we can open up the bags here of all the materials. Man, I can't believe we got it that quickly. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. I also kind of want to get the Malachite, but it's such a low drop rate. And I guess we could just buy tons of bags, but let's just use this Corpus for a while and see if we want to get the Malachite. And now I've got it re-rolled to flawless, and let's see what type of damage we can do. Oh my goodness. 3,600. And let's see, does it home in at all? Okay, so some of the daggers home in. So it's doing like 4,000 damage even though we're missing. So that's really powerful. So the tooltip says that it seems like it's been worn down over time. The attacks grant lifesteal based on damage dealt, The lower your health, the more damage this weapon does, and heals player on enemy hits. So this is going to synergize with our Vampiric Talisman and give us a crazy amount of lifesteal. I think this is going to be by far our best weapon. Now let's go head over to our dungeon so we can fight the Lunatic Cultists, because I think that's going to be the next boss for us. We've got Betsy that we can still do, and I think we're pretty much ready. But I kind of want to just start the Lunatic event, and that way we can get our Ancient Manipulator. And then we can fight Duke Fishron and Astrum Dias. And I definitely want to get all of the meld items that are craftable for the Rogue class. I feel like that's going to help so much on Duke Fishron. So here we are at the dungeon, and before we fight the Lunatic Cultist, I did want to mention that I actually started a Twitch channel, and I started my first stream on Tuesday with Minecraft, and it was so much fun. I've really never played Minecraft on the PC. I've played it for a few hours on the Switch and that's it, so it's kind of like a fresh playthrough of Minecraft. I think I streamed for like an hour and a half. We got a bunch of diamonds right off the bat, got killed by a creeper. And another fun thing about the stream was that my wife, who people call Rita on Discord, she was in the stream as well. She was helping read comments and hanging out, so it was a ton of fun. So definitely check out my Twitch channel. The link is in the description of the video. I'll probably be doing another stream this Saturday, maybe around midday. And I'm in kind of the central US, so central time. So currently it's going to be Minecraft, but then we'll be doing lots of other games as we go. So I think it's going to be so much fun. So definitely check it out, like I said, if you're interested. And now let's go ahead and start this boss fight up. I think this weapon's going to do really well. I've learned a lot about the Lunatic Cultist. Somehow I didn't know for a really long time that when it spawns all of the clones, you don't have to attack the clones. You're supposed to attack just the Lunatic Cultist. And that's something that I've learned, but honestly with this fight, I'm just gonna focus on trying to survive, because right now I'm taking tons of damage. So I don't even really care if I hit clones. I'll try not to, but I'll do my best to just survive. This song is so epic. I don't think I've ever heard this song before. It's from the Calamity Extra Music mod. We're so good on self-heal. Our arena for this biome actually got destroyed because I never recreated it after switching between the 1.4.5 update world. So it's kind of back to where it was before I added anything and flattened this area. So it's not very ideal. We don't have any platforms or campfires, but I think we'll be fine. This boss is usually not too tricky. And I know I'm probably spawning too many of these dragons, but the dragons are pretty easy to kill, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm not sure if these daggers are homing in on the clones or anything, so just kind of take on the dragons and deal with the consequences of my lack of aiming right now. Yep, I'm just like instantly summoning more of these dragons. Oh no. Man, this weapon is so good. Thanks everybody who recommended it. I wasn't too keen on farming, but it actually didn't take very long, so very worthwhile. Oh, sweet. And we got the pillar spawning right on top of us as usual. Gotta kill that dragon and make sure we have our Ancient Manipulator. Ooh, we're getting meld blobs already. Excellent. Let's actually just farm this up and get some more meld blobs. I wonder if this weapon will be viable against the Moonlord. I'll probably get some better things before then, though. And I don't know if the Moonlord lets you lifesteal, so it probably won't be that good on the Moonlord. But for these events right here, it's so excellent because I'm able to just keep on shooting and get all of these enemies to heal me up so I can stay here longer. It's like having vampire knives, but that actually do good damage. And you guys are going to be proud of me. I didn't miss the lore this time. I've been missing so much lore this series, but I was more focused on lore during the Magnus series because it kind of tied in with the storyline. But Raiden's kind of the guy that he just wants to kill stuff. I don't feel like he cares too much about lore. And in general, the lore pieces don't do that much good stuff. Some of them are pretty decent. But most of the time, I just kind of don't worry about them and don't really use them. So here we go. Let's take out the pillar and finish off all these guys. It is nice to be at this point in the playthrough. I feel like things just get so exciting as we go farther and farther and defeat the Moon Lord, Providence, so many good things. Let's use our loot magnet to make sure we don't miss any of these meld blobs. Oh, I thought that zombie was loot. I saw it jumping at me and I didn't realize. So now what we can do is put the Ancient Manipulator in here and we can craft all sorts of good stuff. So the first thing I want to try to craft is the Absorber. So let's see what we're missing. Oh man, we're missing quite a bit. We need to get the Spark. We need to get this Fungal Carapace. We need to get the Claw Carapace, the Seashell. We already have the Grand Gelatin in our storage. So we need quite a few things, but the Absorber is so good. I definitely want to get it ASAP. So now what we need to do is craft these Meld Constructs, which are just the combination of a bunch of Meld Blobs and Stardust. And with these Meld Constructs, we can craft all sorts of good stuff, like these wings right here. Okay, well, it looks like we've got all the materials for it, so let's go ahead and craft these wings. And they look pretty cool too. They look like all tattered. And then we've got this awesome armor right here. I think it used to be called the Xerox armor, but now it's the Empyrean armor. And that's something that we'll be able to craft after defeating the Moon Lord and getting Luminite. Yeah, we actually do have everything for the Dark God's Sheath. I don't know if I want to craft it just yet because I want to make sure we've got our rogue weapons crafted before we do anything else. I definitely want to craft the Luminous Striker, and I think we've got all of the different precursors to it. We just need Stardust, so that'll be the next pillar. And then the Star of Destruction. That looks awesome. That looks like it's going to be a really big weapon. And then we've got the Shard of Antumbra, and that looks pretty cool as well. We're going to need to craft a lot more Meld Constructs before we can do that though. So it looks like we've got some extra Meld Constructs, so let's go ahead and craft the Dark God's Sheath because I'm sure we'll pick up a lot more Meld Blobs as we continue fighting these different pillars. So this accessory does lots of awesome stuff. Stealth Strikes have a 100% critical hit chance, and they only expend 50% of max stealth, and it increases rogue damage and rogue critical strike chance. So definitely something I'm going to hold on to in case we have a build that's centered around stealth. So here we go with our new wings and our new weapon. These wings are so fast, and this weapon looks so cool. It shoots through the ground. This is so awesome. Okay, I'm really excited to try this out. I love that you can run faster than the things you're throwing. You can kind of create like a wall of attacks here. Okay, let's check the map and see where all of the different things are. We've got Stardust to the left, so let's do Stardust because I know that's part of that crafting recipe that I was looking at. It doesn't look like it homes in, but luckily it's so big that it kind of just hits whatever. One thing that I really like is the new Meld Blob sprite. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of got this dark look to it, very fitting for Calamity. But I also like that you can get it from all of the different events now, instead of just from the Nebula one. Because I think it was just Nebula before that would spawn the Meld Blobs, which made you kind of have a shortage of them. But now you can get them from all of these. One thing I really like about Calamity is that by the time you get to the Celestial Pillars, you've defeated bosses like the Plaguebringer, the Ravager, you've got really awesome gear, and you can just kind of breeze through this. Because in vanilla Terraria, these events can be so tricky. But right now, you can see I'm hardly even having to focus. I'm just dodging and getting crazy self-heal and homing in and killing everything. In fact, we could throw down some System Banes. That'll do a ton of extra damage. And there we go. We already broke the pillar. Excellent. And we can craft this awesome Luminous Striker. And it says throws a Stardust Javelin trailed by rising Stardust Shards. It's kind of a tongue twister. And it gets worse. We got Stealth Strikes cause the Stardust Shards to fly alongside the Javelin instead of rising. That is a proper tongue twister. It's like the opposite of the North Pole Spear that you get from the Frost Moon. So unfortunately, these aren't like the Mollusk, and they don't home in or anything. So next, I think we should go over here and take out the Nebula Pillar. And we probably should just leave the Solar Pillar for a while now. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but one thing that's changed recently in Calamity is that wings fly a lot slower. Like usually by this point in the game, with the Grand Gelatin and some other accessories, I can fly like at insane speeds, but they've kind of nerfed the way that the accessories bump jump speed and flight speed. I think it's good though that they made that change, because during the Magnus series, we optimized towards flight speed a lot, and it kind of was absurd how much flight speed we were able to get, especially vertical flight speed. And that's one of the reasons why I've used a lot more different accessories this playthrough, because during the Magnus series, I definitely was always having the Grand Gelatin until we upgraded it to the Absorber, but I think even then we did the Absorber with the Grand Gelatin and it just gave us crazy flight speed. Now I think it's time to fight Duke Fishron, so let's go ahead and use our beach teleporter. I love that this ocean hasn't gotten corrupt yet. It seems like most of my worlds immediately get like corrupt oceans when we enter hard mode. Okay, well let's go ahead and try fishing up Duke Fishron. There we go. And I think we're gonna be pretty good for this fight. I'm very optimistic, but you never know. Ooh, this song sounds like it's gonna be super epic. Yeah, it's already got kind of a cool, stressful beat to it. Yeah, we're already to 85%. This is great. Oh, we missed our adrenaline just by a second there. It's always a bummer when I'm too slow and I can't summon adrenaline. Okay, let's put on our map. That will help. And let's get back into this fight. Luckily, we can fly high enough to get kind of around those as I take damage from them, unfortunately. Okay, we gotta go under this. Kind of slows us down, but our self-heal will save us. Okay, he's gonna go crazy now. This is the bad part. Okay, let's self-heal. Let's go with some rage. Oh my gosh, no, no. Why am I messing up so much? I'm like just scared. I need to stop being scared of him. There we go. Definitely our Corpus Avertor saved us there because the self-heal was so clutch. If we would have taken the same amount of hits that we just did right there earlier in this playthrough, we would not have beaten Duke Fishron. So let's take a look and see what we got in our treasure bag. We got the Fishron mask and the bubble gun, a shrimpy truffle. Excellent. We also got mana essence. Not anything we really have a use for. So let's go ahead and fight him again. Maybe do a little bit better in the dashing part. Honestly, I feel like I've got way more experience with Yaren, so I probably just need to pretend like this is Yaren instead of Duke Fishron, and then I'll feel a little bit more confident. Alright, well this is going well. I think we're doing a little bit better than last time. I remember the first time I fought Fishron, I'd spent so long farming up Truffle Worm on console, and then I did the fight and it was just a total fail. And afterwards I was like, I don't know how it's even possible to defeat this boss. I was so bummed about it. But now he's a little bit more approachable. Although I need to be much more careful than I'm being. I need to start looking at my mini-map. That helps so much. There we go. Not too bad. We got the Razor Blade Typhoon. Excellent. Although that's not what we're looking for. So let's do maybe one more attempt. Use our last worm. And then we could probably just buy some bags if needed. Some people have mentioned that I don't use the Rod of Discord much, and I don't like really switching weapons during a boss fight. It usually messes up my train of thought, and I really like the Normality Relocator. In the Anna the Archer series, I used the Dissonance hook, or the Hook of Dissonance, or Hook of Discord or something. I felt a little bit bad about using it because it was like having the Normality Relocator well before when we should have it. And so on this playthrough and on the Magnus playthrough and stuff, I'm trying not to use any items from like the Weapons Out mod, like that hook or anything else. Just kind of sticking more with the Calamity stuff. Go ahead and finish him off with Rage there, and grab this good stuff. Yes, we got our rogue weapon. It's a cool boomerang. I wonder if we should kill Leviathan just for the heck of it. Maybe we'll try out some of our new weapons. And it's always good to farm up Leviathan because we can get the community. And here we go, we got the big lady. And yes, I know Leviathan is a female. I messed it up in the video where we did the Leviathan fight originally. A lot of times when I'm fighting a boss, I forget what the gender is because I'm just too focused on dodging. Like, I think I've called Supreme Calamitas male a few times, or referred to Supreme Calamitas as a he, but not recently. I've been much better about that. It's kind of impressive how long Leviathan's staying alive here. We've progressed a lot far past this, and she's still taking a lot of damage. Okay, let's try some different weapons just to kind of mess around. We'll throw big things that resemble what Leviathan throws at us. And we could try this Luminous Striker. Pretty cool if we shoot it below it and do extra damage. Oh, we got an Anahita mask? Yeah, that actually kind of looks cool. Maybe we can do the Dungeon Defender event. I definitely want to get revenge because I did not like having our crystal get broken. We've got our arena all flattened out. Should be really good for this boss fight. So it looks like these are doing amazing. They're just blasting through the enemies. They roll right on this flat arena. And we can always throw System Banes over by each portal. And that will be kind of like our rogue equivalent of a sentry. And one of the reasons why we weren't able to do this the first time is because I'm not using any of the sentries because I want to stick with rogue damage types. Well, we're definitely doing much better. We're on wave 4 and things aren't even getting close to our base. Now this is definitely going to be the Betsy fight. So let's start this off with a System Bane on the left side. And then we'll throw a bunch of these over to the right side. And then just switch over here, throw on some Rage, and try to do as much damage as we can. Yeah, we're doing way more damage than we were before. And we can even throw some of these because it'll pierce and help clear the enemies out, give us some more time. Although she's doing damage to our crystal too. Okay, let's just throw System Banes at our crystal. This will be so bad if I don't win this. We gotta do it, we gotta do it. Okay, more System Banes, more System Banes. No, stop hurting my crystal. Stop it. Yes, take that. We got Betsy. I'm so happy. The key is this Cranium Smasher. Well, I think that's a great place to end this episode. We defeated the Lunatic Cultists. We got this awesome Corpus dagger. And we defeated Duke Fishron and Betsy. Lots of good stuff happening this episode. And next episode, we're going to be ready to fight Astrum Dias. For sure, that's the next boss, and then the Moonlord. So we might even be able to fight the Moonlord next episode. We definitely are getting quite powerful here. I may farm up a few things for the Absorber in between episodes, and that way we can craft that at the beginning of the next one. Definitely let me know if there's any items that I should be prioritizing for the Moonlord fight, because that's always very helpful. I hope y'all are enjoying this Raiden the Rogue series. If you are, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, remember, I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream on Saturday. It'll be around midday Central Time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.